Alright, I'm a bit late getting to these today, but oh well. So what do we have? Heirs will now be able to go on adventures in Episode 2, Chapter 4, City of Sorcerers Witch Haven, and take part in the last part of Rengar's Chaotic Full Moon Festival. Researcher Carrot and the mysterious transfer student have appeared in Orbis. Check out Angelica's new skin in the Epic Pass. Oh, Angelica's getting a skin. New exclusive equipment and a boss have been added to the Hall of Trials. Additionally, players will be able to craft exclusive equipment in the Alchemist Steeple. They also have other exciting content for you, like the pop-up shop, quality of life improvements, and more. So Episode 2, Chapter 4. So we're going to Witch Haven. So Vivian will be getting involved in the story. City of Sorcerers Witch Haven, where sorcerers who faced persecution for the fall of the kingdom of Perludia, or Perlucia, however you say it, found refuge, is now open. Clear 310 to go here. Once you clear 410, the merchant shop stuff, we have to do challenges, blah blah blah. Give 3 path power loops. I think I have a bunch of those, so I'll be fine on that. So they're giving out an attack amulet, looks like, that has crit damage stat. Ooh, that's interesting. Tenebria drop rate up banner. Well now. Should I take this opportunity to preach to you the glory of Tenebria? That might be a bit much, but my personal opinion, Tenebria is a fantastic character, and I'd certainly recommend her to anyone who needs like a good AoE damage dealer or just a good fire damage dealer. She is quite amazing. She's one of my best units. I've used her for a very long time, and I use her in a lot of content, and she works great for me. So I'd certainly recommend her. Speciality change, Researcher Carrot. So Carrot has a spec change. After completing the speciality change, Carrot will be granted new sprite, new skills, new animations. Get stuff with the skill tree. So Flame Spurt now attacks all enemies with a powerful fire, 60% chance each to inflict 2 burn effects for 2 turns. Okay, so her burn effects have 1 more turn of duration. Not the most interesting change. So, explaining spec changes, blah blah blah. And enhancement results. So increased attack, increased swings, decreased speed effect chance by 10%, health increased by 25%, that's quite a bit. Increased effectiveness of all allies, combat readiness increased by 10% when using swing, increased damage dealt by flame spurt, increased flame spurt's burn effect chance by 5%. Chance to dispel 1 debuff inflicted on the caster when flame barrier is activated is increased by 50%, and when the caster is attacked at max health, decreases damage received by 25%. Oh, that's an interesting ability to have. So adjustments have been made to the skill swing. So now before 30% chance to detonate burn effects inflicted on the enemy at the end of the turn. Interesting. So she has a chance to detonate burn effects. And what I assume is her skill 1? I honestly have no idea. And Soul Burn guarantees the detonation. That's cool. And Flame Barrier. Barrier strength is increased by 50% compared to before. Okay. And they changed the skill enhancements. Give more barrier strength instead of trigger chance. Epic Pass Season 2. I didn't realize they were going to be doing more Epic Passes. That's interesting. So receive a variety of rewards with the Epic Pass, which includes a unique Epic Pass Season 2 frame, as well as Angelica's Mysterious Transfer Student skin. Use a designated currency to obtain a variety of rewards. Can I get a free Angelica from this? That'd be nice. So receive basic rewards, and reward that can be acquired when the pass is upgraded to premium, reward that can be acquired when the pass is upgraded to special epic pass. Players can receive season EXP by spending the following currencies in different game modes. So it's energy flags, compasses, abyss guides, guild crests, book of retribution. Is that the thing for Hall of Trials? And malicious bug charm, which for Hell Raid. So it sounds basically the same, but they now have the Hall of Trials thing in here. And you can spend sky stones to just buy ranks if you wanted to be completely wasteful with them. Players can upgrade to the premium epic pass or special epic pass by using sky stones. Do I get a free Angelica from this? Like with Corinne? It doesn't seem like it. I don't even know why they bothered to include her animation, because it's exactly the same. So Hall of Trials new boss added Nilgul. Oh, you know what? I didn't even look at the rest of the rewards here. What's in here? We got a Molagora, 4-star artifact ticket, various charms, gold transmit stones. How many Molagoras are in here? Just the one? I only see one. Well, that's a shame. So, Nilgul. As well as the new boss, new sets of equipment will also be added to the Hall of Trials exchange. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Nilgul. Although after they add them, it looks like it rotates back to Kairon, and then back to Nilgul, and then back to Kairon. So they're just alternating, I guess. Nilgul's advantages and disadvantages will be changed as stated below from September 23rd. Okay, well, I can just look at those in game. I don't think I need to go over those here. Number of points in rank increase according to the amount of damage dealt. It consists of 3 battle phases and 2 weakened phases. Yeah, that all sounds the same. So new exclusive equipment for Guider Aether, Euphine, and Armin is added. Interesting. So Guider Aether has got some stuff. So his gives an attack percent. Then buffs spirit protection. They grant a barrier that covers all allies. Wave of Force can stun the enemy for 1 turn or increase attack of allies for 2 turns. For Euphine, she gets effectiveness. Then double slash, chance to extend the caster's buff durations by 1 turn, or damage dealt is increased by 30% when using double slash. And for Dragon's War, increases chance of inflicting silence by 15%. Okay. Armin gets speed. Takedown chance of stunning increased by 25%. Shield Wall's barrier strength increased by 50%. And dispels 1 debuff from all allies when using Shield Wall. I'm not entirely familiar with any of these 3 characters, so I'm not really sure which would be the best on each of them. Hall of Trials text improvements. The boss monster's advantages and disadvantages description in the Hall of Trials are improved. There are no changes. The words are edited for better understanding. So, descriptions before: warrior heroes are granted increased attack, defense, and health, and now warrior heroes are granted increases in attack, defense, and max health. So they all just say max health instead of just saying health. Is that it? Doesn't really seem all that necessary. Anyways, that looks like the end of part 1. On to part 2. So, side story, part 3. On to the last week. I look forward to this being over. I always hate these longer side stories that go on for longer than 2 weeks. Even if they like refresh every week with new stuff, it's just, I feel like they drag on too long. And usually the stories are just not very interesting. Anyways, so all the same stuff, blah blah blah. Henchman insignia. Various difficulty stages. There's a Molagora stage that can be cleared once. Get a Molagora, that's nice. Lock stages, blah blah blah. The daily limited stage, don't forget to do the daily limited stage every day. It's a lot of extra currency for a small amount of stamina compared to the rest of the stages. Chapter 3, stages 14 to 20, there are 3 missions per stage. Yeah, stage missions and region rewards. Hoochie's pop-up shop open. Yeah, so I noticed him in there. I haven't clicked on him yet. Players will be able to access Hoochie's pop-up shop. Find rare items at Hoochie's pop-up shop. Hoochie will disappear once the period is over. And it goes until the 25th. This is some kind of event thing. I was hoping they were just like taking Hoochie's shop from the labyrinth and just putting it in the lobby so you can easily access it at any time. That doesn't seem like that's what they're doing here. Pop-up shop is only available for the period that he's visiting. An item list in pop-up shop will not change during this period. There's a purchase limit, and the item list may change next time. So I guess they're thinking about doing this again in the future. Following items will be sold in the shop from the 19th to the 26th. So there's a 4 to 5 star hero ticket, Molagora, Mystic Medals, Greater Artifact Charm, Greater Equipment Charm Selection Chest, and Greater Accessory Charm Selection Chest. These all cost Sky Stones. 500 Sky Stones to buy 1 Molagora. I'm really wondering how worth that is. It's probably worth it, actually. Thinking about it. Yeah, I think any means to get a Molagora is probably worth buying. The 4 to 5 star hero ticket, though, for 1,200 Sky Stones. Like, I think it's worth if you get a 5 star out of it, but if you get a 4 star, it's not. I'll probably just buy all this stuff. I have an excess of Sky Stones right now. So Alchemist Steeple craft exclusive equipment. So now that the exclusive equipment shop in Hall of Trials is rotating, we can now forge the first set. Oh, and they're going to be sorted by classes here. Exclusive equipment can be crafted once per day. Players need at least 3 exclusive equipment and 300k gold to craft one. Oh, so you need to use exclusive equipment as essentially fodder to forge one. That's kind of unfortunate. Higher quality grade will increase chance of resulting exclusive equipment with higher stat. With epic quality grades, the player will be able to craft an exclusive equipment with maximum stat possible, as well as skill enhancement effects of player's choice. Okay, so if you really invest like a bunch of stuff into crafting one, you max out the bar, you guarantee basically a perfect one of your choosing. So that's nice. That's definitely going to be what you want to do. So other improvements. Heroes. All players will be able to purchase Yuna in Rengar's Chaotic Full Moon Festival Exchange. Players who already purchased Yuna from the exchange cannot repurchase. So I guess they just gave up on that and they're just like, yeah, everyone can just buy her. An issue where Fallen Cecilia's Strong Instinct skill tooltip for skill enhancement not showing when the skill has not been awakened has been fixed. The tooltip for Basar's skill Hurricane has been improved. Okay. Tooltip for Lidika's skill Thornbush has been improved. Right? What is this even? With an 85% chance to decrease hit chance. Oh, they added the word each in here. That one little word does clarify that a bit more. Anyways, equipment inventory size will increase to 450. Oh, nice. Rose's exclusive equipment Valkyrie Wings tooltip has been improved. So it said it activates all effects regardless of health. Activates each effect regardless of current health. Okay. The rules for barriers casted in battle are improved. In case of casting a barrier with longer duration, the barrier with longer duration is applied. In case of casting an additional barrier, when a barrier is already applied, both barrier strengths are compared and the barrier with the higher values will be applied. That's really good. Those are some important changes that are going to make running multiple barrier units in a team much better. Because before I think it used to just, if you casted a barrier and someone already had a barrier, I think the new barrier was just ignored entirely. I'm not 100% on that, but I think that's how it worked. And now, casting a new barrier will refresh the duration, and it'll take the strength of the stronger barrier. So that's really good. 7 new 2-star monsters who appear in Witchhaven have been added. Typos in Episode 2, Chapter 3 have been fixed. In Reputation, NPCs and skill descriptions about Hall of Trials, Achievements, and Conclave category were adjusted to fit the category it belongs, okay? A replay function is added in Abyss. Entering already cleared Abyss floors does not need Abyss entry tickets and no rewards will be given. Oh, so that's cool. That'll certainly help people who have already cleared it, like explain to other people how to do it. If you can just redo the fight, you know, especially if they want to make like a video on it and they already beat it, you can now go back and refight it. Pressing event buff icon in the lobby shows the account buff pop-up. The game guide that appears after losing a battle is added to the menu when the battle is paused so the players can find more about the battles. A lock icon is added to the Great Achievement menu in Guild. Issue where certain words not being available in team names has been fixed. Oh, that's important. Because as soon as they added team names, like the number one thing you were hearing was, why can't I name my team Golem? Because there's some stupid censor that prevents some part of Golem from being typed in. So anyways, a comma is added to the amount of gold displayed when the opponent list is refreshed in Arena. And fix an error in the Hall of Fame in Arena on Season 1 period and players' guild information. Okay. So, exclusive equipment. If you still needed one of these, the first round of exclusive equipment, if you haven't gotten the one you wanted yet, you can now just craft it straight up. So that'll be nice. I might even look into that myself because I got the one I wanted on my first try. I got the one I wanted for Destina, but I don't think it has a max stat, so I might just craft it. This Hoochie pop-up shop is interesting. I think this will be a good thing for people who have a lot of sky stones and tend to be frugal with them and not spend them, like me. Because this gives me a bunch of stuff I can spend on. Because I normally just save all of mine for summons, and I haven't had a whole lot to summon for lately. So a new chapter of the story, that'll be fun to do. What were the stats on this amulet again? So it has health, attack, speed, and crit chance subs. Okay. I'll definitely be picking that up. I didn't even really look at Carrot's design here. Looks nice. She's got this big fireball floating around. I'm not a fan of how big her bow and her hair seems to be, but you know, whatever. And again, I recommend Tenebria to anyone who needs a good fire attack unit or a good AoE attacker. I definitely recommend Tenebria. You can use her in all sorts of stuff. You can use her in Golem, you can use her in Azamanic. She's decent in Raid, she's a decent camper. I use her in Hell Raid. I use her in PvP as a cleaver. She's also my primary farmer. So, yeah, I use her for all sorts of stuff. She's great. Definitely recommend. Anyways, that'll be it for this week, so I will see you later.